And speaking of happy accidents, here comes the 11th tip to boost your creativity and get inspired quickly. It's as simple as watch YouTube tutorials, but it's deeper than you think it is. Or maybe it isn't. But we just can't think of every possible thing ourselves, right? We are just human, and one mind won't exchange hundreds of them. So look up something on YouTube, on Reddit, or on Instagram, for example, especially on Production Music Live. Somebody for sure have came up with something that you haven't yet. But coming to YouTube, make sure to have a separate account only for music production tutorials. That way, YouTube will be showing you just that, and you will see more interesting videos not combined with cute kitties. Regarding the previous episode about thinking of Ableton as a piece of paper, I like to watch Bob Ross videos as after hour relaxation. He makes everything look super easy and calms you down at the same time. Great stuff. But on the other hand, when you're producing, make sure that you don't really open YouTube to search for random videos and just seek the inspiration. Also remember to watch your favorite producers making tracks. If you have some video that is 1 hour long and your favorite producer or producer you like makes a song, make sure to watch it all in every detail, since the producer could make something or say something that you could miss by skipping the video. And there are a lot of videos of most modern producers making tracks, since it's getting more and more popular for artists to come out of their studios and show how their work is done. So make sure to watch those videos as well, not only tutorials and compilations with tricks. Also, schedule your day plan. Reserve at least this 1 hour for overall music production. If you're even more hardcore, you can reserve this hour for only sound design or finding nice presets and saving them. Second hour only for writing down harmonies, chords and melodies. And the third hour only for finishing one last track that you've made. Make sure to do it in hours that you know nobody will interrupt, and talk with relatives that you need to focus for some time. That's something that you should keep in mind for sure. So don't forget to write that down. But coming to the tip from this post, I was watching some YouTube video of tricks and tips for Ableton, and that's how I learned how to make nice reversed harmonies, but with keeping the same chord progression. So to go quick over this, I had this MIDI here that I wrote myself. And now I just go select all of the notes and reverse the MIDIs. And that's something that FL Studio has as well. I cover this in 5 tricks for better trap and hip hop melodies on my FL Studio YouTube channel. So make sure to check it as well if you're a FL Studio user. And we are taking those notes and put them at the first bar, since the bass note should play at the beginning of every bar. Right? And we made that only with reversing MIDIs. Keep in mind, next pro tip, to write your harmonies down or chord progressions and select them and reverse. Or maybe you can try inverting them. And watch what came out of just playing with those 2 or 3 buttons. But let's bring it back as we had, like this. Right? So now what I would do is freeze this track here, put it into audio channel and click R to reverse it again. And this is how you can come up with new harmonies and cool sounding effects only by reversing stuff. here I've put some reverb on it. So I got inspired by this harmony that I've made and wrote a simple track to it. That's also what I wanted to include in this course, so you guys remember, but I think watching YouTube videos is hard to forget. But probably not for all of you, right? So remember to seek inspiration not only in compilations of tricks, random tutorials, how to do different things, but also maybe on masterclasses that your favorite producer made, or maybe a 1 hour challenge or 30 minutes challenge, which are pretty popular nowadays as well. Also, don't forget to schedule your plan as we said earlier. Reserve as much time as you want and stick to it. Since if you tell yourself that in this hour I do this, you'll be less likely to get interrupted by different stuff like YouTube, housework, relatives, Instagram, and all potential interruption things. Maybe if you tried it already and it didn't work, maybe try buying a simple calendar in which you set goals when some track has to be finished. Also, you can tell yourself that maybe on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, you make 2 hours of sound design. I really encourage you to do it yourself.